Up next, we have 6 Degrees, a novel networking app for high schoolers.
Hi, I'm Nikki,
Hi, I'm Henry.
and we are two students here at Andover who are seeking to reconnect campus with 6 Degrees, a networking app for high school students. So meet Sophia. Sophia is a new 10th grader here at Andover, and she's settling in great, but she is still struggling to make connections. She'd like to meet new people and try new things, but there is no existing platform for that.
And Sophia is not alone. Andover students have a strong need for greater connections, but they feel like their connections are limited here at Andover. So they'd be willing to try something like 6 Degrees.
And if you're a student like Sophia, don't worry, we got you. Let 6 Degrees find your next connection.
So 6 Degrees centralizes connection making in 2 ways. First, 6 Degrees takes all the data you enter on your classes, clubs, activities, extracurriculars, and more, and centralizes it, sparking connections at the click of a button.
Secondly, 6 Degrees is school specific, and its structure can be customized to the social and extracurricular structure of each school. For example, Andover has a very particular way of structuring its free and lunch periods, and so we adapted the platform to fit that. And so here is a video of what making a 6 Degrees profile looks like and the features. So first you enter in all your basic information like name, your graduation, dorm. Then you can enter in all your classes, and we have a consolidated list to avoid typing errors that would mess with the website's interfacing. Then sports and clubs, which are equally as important. That's why we included them so prominently on the website. Then after that, you can create your profile. You can navigate to your classes tab and see who else are in your classes. You can also use our search function to search up a person and see all their sports, classes, and clubs.
Since she started using 6 Degrees, Sophia is now able to gain advice and wisdom from older peers, as well as meet new people and classmates. With 6 Degrees, Sophia and campus are reconnected. So our business model, we will be using a freemium plan. We have the basic features are free, and then extra features we are developing, such as a birthday page and a connections map, will cost $3.99 per month. We are also going to license the product to schools and school districts once we have tested and implemented our product here at Andover.
Currently, we have 16 students testing the 6 Degrees beta product. They are also currently providing feedback, which we are working on integrating into future versions of the platform. So we are initially hoping to start with expanding 6 Degrees to our 1,150 person student body here at Andover. And we are hoping to do this so we can, grow user awareness and a user base, and so we can test our product and receive feedback.
Once we attain proof of concept here at Phillips Academy, we'll then expand to schools across the country.
Traditional social media is not school specific enough. It lacks information on aspects of a student's life. Standard directories such as PANet here at Andover are geared towards academics only and are not user friendly. And Saturn, a school-oriented social media app that is relatively customizable, still has trouble adapting to Andover's schedule. Our survey results back this up. Over 70% of Andover students are looking for a school-oriented social media platform that also centers around social connection.
6 Degrees has the best of both worlds. Customizable to your school and private with our email verification process, 6 Degrees has everything you're looking for in school-specific networking. So our future plan is in this quarter and over the summer, we will continue to gain traction and develop our product.
Then in Q4 of this year, we hope to release our defining feature, the Connections Map, which will enable users to see the Andover Connections web as a whole and find anybody they'd like on there. We will continue releasing new features and updating the app in the first half of 2025.
Finally, in Q2 of 2025, we will expand to other schools and bring our product to new markets.
My organization and communication skills, Henry's coding skills, and our teammate Matt's UI skills, along with our perspective as high school students here at Andover, make us the perfect team to make 6 Degrees a reality. So in conclusion, students need school-specific networking apps that allow them to connect through their classes and extracurriculars. 6 Degrees directly addresses this problem by creating a digital community where students can share and view each other's academics and extracurricular interests in order to reconnect our campus.
With 6 Degrees, Sophia and other high school students will be connected. Thank you.
Thank you so much, 6 Degrees. We'd like to open the floor to any questions, starting with Jonathan Lowe.
Hi, thank you for the presentation. I guess my question is, so after people get matched in the first place, how do you keep them engaged? Let's say they only have three periods a semester. Once they filled those 3 slots, like how are you going to keep them using the app? And I guess the second part of the question is, if you're looking to charge, $3.99 after, what's the motivation for the students to keep paying or start paying as well?
So you're right that it will be most helpful. Okay, thought I was gonna sneeze. It will be most helpful at the beginning of the term, but we know there's definitely a need for things in the middle of the term. For example, there are always new tests, homework assignments coming up that students struggle with and need help. There's always this situation where, for example, after a sport, you want to go eat with your friends. And so these social situations, which 6 Degrees is oriented for, pop up all the way throughout the year. And so it's not exclusively only a beginning of the semester thing, but we have found that 6 Degrees can be used for the middle of the term.
In addition, course selection happens after every term where students choose new classes. And since you can see which classes students are in, if you're looking to take a class, it's very easy to see which students have taken it in the past and ask them for advice.
Do we have any other questions? Kirsten Glantz?
Great job, guys. What was some of the feedback from the beta testing that you found most surprising or interesting?
So in the beta testing, we found some things such as mostly little errors. One of them was the class listing. The way we had it was not exactly right. We had it the list wasn't exactly done properly. We also found that there were a lot of just UI issues that made the website seem unappealing. And so we went in and fixed that.
And finally, we have a question from Freddie Martignetti.
Thank you. I want to commend Kirsten. That was a great question, particularly from someone who went to Exeter. Okay. So thank you for a great presentation. I was hoping you could explain to me, I'm a little bit old school. When I was here, it was very different. There was no social media. There was barely any internet. One of the interesting things about social media is that it can connect people from all over the world to one another. You could be in Andover, you can be connected to someone in Indonesia. Here, everyone's kind of cohabitating. And so a lot of the people that you might have similar interests with, you might already be sitting next to in a class or on the practice field with, playing your sport that you might list as an interest on the site. So help me understand why 6 Degrees is so important. Is it about connecting people that might not otherwise find one another? And if so, how does entering the interests allow for that sort of thing to happen?
Yes, so Andover, as you know, is a very large campus, especially for lower classmen and younger students. And as many people as you meet here, there are always interesting people who you don't know, it's always great to meet new people. And 6 Degrees really addresses that by allowing you to search for different extracurriculars, different classes, and find people who are just awesome to know?
Just to kind of back up the stats here, I think I know about I talk to about 30% of my grade, which means there are a whole nother 140 students out there who I can definitely make connections with and who are out there willing to enhance my Andover experience.
Thank you so much, 6 Degrees.